Alright, let's see if I'm live. This is my 10th day streaming in a row, so my apologies as my voice is a little shot up right now. My voice is exhausted from presenting myself 10 days in a row, so I am going to be taking a little bit of a break from streaming until next Tuesday. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for what could be one of my last Umineko Let's Play videos as streams. I'm still going to make content following Umineko after this stream. However, this might be one of my last playthrough videos. Yeah, as Big Fella put it, wow, after 5 years of playing this game, you'll finally be finished. I can't wait to see your thoughts on the end. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm going to make it a stream for my final thoughts or if I'm going to make it like a follow-up video. I'm still deciding on that, if it's going to be a video or a stream. There's a lot of videos and streams that I have coming up ahead of me. But I'm going to space them out a bit more because doing streaming 10 days in a row was not fun. I mean, okay, I had fun playing the games, but, you know, my voice right now is not having a good time. Like, I enjoy playing the games. I should probably reward that. I do enjoy playing games on stream, but streaming for 10 days in a row, that takes a lot of energy. So yeah, I might be a little bit more low energy today, though with the events that might be happening during the Umineko stream, I might get a lot of energy. I'm also drinking an energy drink right now, Celsius. I'm not sponsored by them, but if Celsius ever wants to sponsor me, my email is open. I actually recently changed my email on my channel to be my professional email. So yeah, if people have business consultations, you can now email my business email. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I do have to get out at like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'm gonna go ahead and send out the announcements that I'm live, and we can get started. Okay, let's get going. I'm excited. Like, I was looking forward to the stream all week. I just had to do a few other streams first. But now, let's open up what may be the last part of my Umineko Let's Play. Alright, Bernkastel. Let's destroy you.
Nara, 強報は早い方がいいわね。エリカ、報告を許すわ。
Oh shit.
いらっしゃい。
When Bernkastel snapped her fingers, Erica appeared with a bow.
お取り込み中、失礼いたします。我が主。悪かったわね、エリカ。あなたがせっかく朗報を持ち帰ってきてくれたのに、待たせてしまって。
Didn't you say that this was bad news? Or is it good news for you and bad news for everyone else?
はい。お喜びください、我が主。黄金鏡が消滅しましたことをご報告申し上げます。嘘だわ！黄金鏡は完全に崩壊。瓦解し、その全てが虚無の海に沈んだことをご報告申し上げます。人間は愚か、幻想の住人に至るまで、その全ては消滅いたしました。
Also, is my webcam a little bit dark? I'm gonna go ahead and turn up my lights. It is still like the middle of the morning, so this room's only gonna get a little bit brighter, so I'm not gonna turn up my lights by too much.
嘘よ！私は信じない！なら、信じさせてご覧に入れましょう。我が主、これを。
Erica humbly presented an object wrapped in cloth. It shone with a golden light. Oh no.
何かしら？黄金のリンゴかしら？黄金鏡の主、ベアトリーチェの心臓にございます。ベアト。
Battler is scarily quiet. Bernkastel pinched it between two fingers, held it aloft, and gazed at it.
こんな様になってもまだ動いているのね。かわいいわ、ベアトリーチェ。
Oh no.
あんたというゲーム版を再び誰かが広げてくれるかもしれない。
I need to even out the lights because this light is a little bit brighter than the other one I'm noticing. I'm usually on it when I do the setup for my streams, but my lights today I did not set up correctly.
まだそう信じているのよね。
The 10 days in a row of streaming has caught up to me.
大丈夫よ、お兄ちゃん。私たちはベアトが討ち取られるところを見てない。あれはエリカたちの策略だわ。私たちの士気をくじこうという策略よ。あるいはベアトの策略だわ。やられたふりをして姿を変えているのよ。ベアトリーチェが、みんなが、黄金鏡が滅ぼされるわけなんてない。
Are you about to say something in red?
そうよね。未来の魔女がそう信じれば、そういうことにもできるのかもしれないわね。だから見せてあげるわ。よく見ていなさい。1998年の未来の魔女。
Bernkastel threw the golden heart into the air like an apple. Then, with the blood-red blade of the scythe that appeared in her hand, she split it. What's the red truth?
ベアトリーチェは1986年10月に死亡した。よって彼女が生み出した黄金鏡は完全に滅び去った。黄金鏡に生かされていたお前の親族たちも全員滅び去った。お前の父も母も、そしてもちろんバトラも二度とお前のところに戻り、お前の名を呼ぶことはない。未来の魔女には解釈を好きに変えて上書きをする力があるわ。でも一つだけどうあがいても書き換えられない事実がある。それが死よ。肉体的あるいは精神的なあらゆる概念の死をあんたは覆せない。過去の魔女が未来の魔女に食らわせることのできる唯一の真実の刃よ。
こらえろ、エンジ。
でも
お前は受け入れるって決めたろ。誰も帰ってこなくても生きるとお前は決めたろ。
分かってるけど
Even so, a tiny sliver of hope had remained inside Angie's heart. Despite everything, if she was favored by some miracle, maybe someone would come home after all. It doesn't matter when. It could be 10 years later, or 50 years later. It doesn't even matter if they forgot my face. I believe that someone might come back someday. And I decided to live with that tiny hope in my heart. Even though I accepted everyone's death, even though I saw it in the book of the single truth, I still thought that it wouldn't be so bad to believe in a miracle, just a little. A miracle you believe in, even though you know it won't happen, is hope. So the witch who knew that miracles don't occur had ruthlessly torn that hope away.
泣くな。
わかってる。でもあんたが今泣き言をささやくその兄もすでに死んでいるわ。
Oh, damn!
お兄ちゃんは死んでない。ここにいる。ここにいるもん。
Is he just gonna like start fading away now?
泣くな、エンジェ。
でも
泣くな。
At Bowler's shout, Angie bit back her tears.
だから、なんだ。未来に生きるお前に、過去の俺たちが何の意味がある。エンジェ、お前は何の魔女だ。俺たちの生死なんかお前には全く関係がないだろう。
そんなことない。生きててほしい。
違う。生き死にをお前は超えられるだろう。
Angie didn't understand what he was telling her. So, stunned into silence, she frantically considered what her brother might be trying to say. Bowler slowly looked at his face and stared at Bernkastel.
そして、
Oh shit.
お前は魔女じゃない。死神だ。
That explains the sky.
そうね。私はあらゆる奇跡と希望を刈り取る鎌を持つ。ならばきっとそうに違いないわ。
Bowler doesn't seem to know that dead people should be silent, Popcorn. Well, let's see how quiet he chooses to be.
死へいざな死神だ。
You're the one who threw about the truths of the past, stealing the future from Angie's eyes and forcing her to look only at the past. And you're the one who thrust the hope-crushing single truth in front of her, gently pushing her from behind as she, of her own accord, took that step from the skyscraper's roof off into the world of nothingness.
今こそお前という呪縛からエンジを解き放つ。エンジはもう過去の呪いにとらわれない。未来に踏み出す。だがそこはお前が誘おうとする奈落の虚空にじゃない。エンジが力強く生きる1998年より先の未来なんだ。
人間は過去を見ながら後ろ向きに未来へ歩む哀れな生き物だから、簡単な落とし穴に気づかず真っ逆さまに無残に滑稽に転落する。
来いよベルンカステル。過去の魔女のお前に未来の輝きは遮れない。
Alright, it's time for a fight.
さあ行くわよ。あんた密室の謎を出題してあげるわ。でもね、私は短期で圧倒的でめんどくさがり屋だから全部一度に出題してあげるわよ。
Bernkastel spread out her hands, and it seemed as though a halo. I cannot read today. And it seemed as though a halo or angel wings were spreading out behind her. Oh. Each of the countless rays that spread out from her were the blue streaks of closed room mystery blades. Bernkastel, who had traveled the Sea of Fragments for many, many years, had gathered these countless closed room mysteries as souvenirs from all over the place. All of those rays twisted at once and aimed towards Battler. It was as though infinite giant snakes had turned their heads to stare at him.
一つでも謎を打ち漏らしたらさようならよ。私はベアとみたいに10月5日の24時までに回答すればいいなんてほど悠長じゃないの。即答できなきゃ死。
In other words, this was no mystery. This wasn't an intellectual game, but a merciless assault.
死ね。
Bernkastel is done with Battler. Oh shit, the snakes. All of once, hundreds of guided lasers known as mysteries shot at Battler. The complex geometric figure drawn by those blue lasers was nothing but divinely beautiful. Each one was a mystery. Trying to solve each one in this oppressive hailstorm would be like threading a storm of approaching needles. Battler flew freely through this vast space, dodging the beautiful blue streaks of mystery as he shot them down one after another. The entirety of the mystery knowledge he had built up before this day told him the answer to each puzzle. Each time his eyes glowed with the answer, one of the mysteries shattered. However, each mystery was only one out of hundreds. This hardly rose to the level of oppression or resistance. There's no turning back now, Angie.
解けないミステリーはないように逃れ得ぬ運命だってない。
お兄ちゃ
ん見ていろエンジ。俺がお前に伝えたいことを見過ごすんじゃねえぞ。
By now, the bundle of mysteries looked like one giant snake with blue streaming behind it. Battler skillfully dodged it. Oh my god. Battler skillfully dodged it, precisely splitting its many things off one by one. Even though he knew this resistance was useless, like trying to pick up all the grains of sand on a beach one by one.
やるわね。本格ミステリーは得意なの。
I'm still trying to wake up.
じゃあ変革は他にも古今東西のあらゆるミステリーに挑んでもらおうかしら。
Even though Battler was still fighting the giant snake, wings appeared behind Bern once more. And they gave birth to 7 more huge snakes. It now looked like a great dragon with 7 heads.
後ろ宮バトラー。確かにあんたはなかなかの読書家にしてミステリー通だわ。でもまだまだ若い。あんたが読んだ本の数やミステリーの数なんてたかが知れている。世の中にはあなたがまだ読んだこともない謎やトリックが無数に存在することを知りなさい。お兄ちゃん、もう無理よ。お願いだからもう逃げて。ベルーカステルには勝てない。
Wait to have belief in your brother. Battler's expression remained calm. However, his whole body was covered with sweat, and he was breathing hard. It was clear that he couldn't overcome this onslaught, though Battler himself refused to admit it. Battler wiped away his sweat, and fixed his gaze on the 8 snake heads that surrounded him in 3 dimensions.
エンジ、お前は 家族の誰かが生きているかもしれないという奇跡を信じ、12年を生き、そしてその心を失った。お前は一度起こらぬ奇跡の前に屈したんだ。
それは
なら未来へ踏み出そうとするお前を見送る俺が再び奇跡の前に屈するわけにはいかねえんだよ。
そうね。それでも私はあんたたちの奇跡と希望のすべてを刈り取る。
Burns is deciding to be evil today.
奇跡の希望もすべて無慈悲にね。
Well, she's probably always evil. What was now an eight-headed dragon opened its 8 jaws. It looked for weak points from all angles, hoping to swallow Balor in a single gulp. He wouldn't be able to dodge any longer.
エンジェさん、奇跡ってやつを期待してるならおあいにくですよ。レアとは今や完全に滅ぼされ、それを赤で宣言までされました。それが何を意味するかわかりますか？レアトが滅んだということ、黄金鏡が滅ん
Oh,
だ
there's no way out.
それは誰も彼もが消え去ったことを意味するんですよ。つまり都合よくこの場に現れてピンチを助けてくれるような味方はもう一切存在しないということです。
Beato had been destroyed, and that's been confirmed in red. Therefore, no one else could come to rescue them. Even Ava was a resident of the Golden Land. After bravely breaking the key's seal earlier on, she had probably hidden away somewhere. However, now that Beato had been destroyed, all the residents of the Golden Land had met the same fate as ice under the sun. Any faint hopes Angie might have had that Ava was hiding in the shadows, ready to save them from this final pinch, had been completely crushed from the moment Bernkastel smashed that golden heart. There was no one left to save them from this crisis. Wait, isn't Balor a resident of the Golden Land, or is it because he's a game master it doesn't apply to him? She couldn't hope for the appearance of any new factor that might save her brother, outside Akichi Maibara, who's not even from this fragment. And what about Angie herself? She could only watch from where she stood. If I help, will I be able to bring about some kind of miracle? But I don't know that much about the mystery genre. I've only watched Beato's game fragments, gathering some basic training on how to fight. At best, I can avoid slowing him down, but I can't protect my brother. But I can't just watch.
お兄ちゃん、私にも戦わせて。
来るな。それでもお前は見ていろ。そして考えろ。
何を？
一番最初の6歳の時のお前の一番最初の心に戻れ。
6歳の私の心。
お前は真実を求めて12年間を生きた。だがそれは本当の一番の願いじゃなかっただろう。
私の一番の願い。
その願いと希望を俺たちは守りたかったから最後のゲームを用意した。しかしお前は残念ながらそれを台無しにしちまった。だからその希望を捨てて未来に歩み出さなきゃいけない。 でもな、それでもな、お前に心の力があるなら持てるんだよ。
何を。
思い出せ、一番最初の願いを、一なる真実を知ってなお思い出せ。
The single truth. Even after learning the heartless truth that everyone is dead and no one will come home, remember your very first wish.
お兄ちゃん。
There was a cataclysmic flash, as brilliant as the birth of the sun. I don't know where red came from. Oh, the palely glowing snakes ran through battle. He was stained red, surrounded with a cloud of blood. Then he stumbled, and in the end, he looked at Angie. Angie couldn't say anything in response. The light in Balor's eyes faded, and slowly, his body began to fall. It reached the ground, and gently landed like something settling on the ocean floor. Angie rushed toward him, and saw the last expression that would ever cross her dead brother's face. His eyes were open wide, filled with an unwavering determination until the very last second. Your mic is a tad bit too low. Can you... Oh, yeah, I can do that. My mic is on... Okay, I just made it to -1 decibel. It was at -3 earlier. I've been hearing complaints that my microphone was peaking in a previous stream, so I turned it down a little bit. My apologies, Black Delight.
エンジさんはミステリー得意でしたっけ？
It's Angie's turn.
バトラに比べたら全く劣るわね。
The waving snakes raised their heads and surrounded Angie. Angie had no blades to fight with. Alright, thank you, Black Delight. She could only cling to her brother's dead face, saying his name over and over.
意外に退屈な最後だったわ。これでチェックメイトね。
The 8 snakeheads all attacked at once. Angie held her brother's dead face, thinking about his final words. Feathering's intervening. My very first wish. It could only be one thing. That everyone would come home. That fueled my life for 12 years, until I finally wore out and abandoned my own hope. In exchange for the hope I abandoned, I began searching for the truth. Then, at the end of the truth, I was forced to see a brutal ruthlessness that I didn't need to know about. And as a result, I was faced with the true despair of knowing that no one would come home. That final hope, which I still felt attached to even after abandoning it, was crushed. The single truth. If only I didn't know that, I might still be able to hold on to that faint hope. But now... you can still have it. If there's strength in your heart, you can still have it. Remember your very first wish. It was not that everyone would come home. I bet it's something to do with her family's happiness. I bet it was something to do with her family's happiness. I wonder what's happening right here. Featherin's gonna be doing something. Oh shit. Okay, Balor, you are back. Was not expecting for you to be back, Balor. Balor was coughing. Impossible. His whole body had been pierced. He had been completely dead. For him to cough would be too much of a miracle to be possible.
だからどうしてバトルは死んだ
Featherin, what did you do?
なのにどうして蘇れるの
Balor rose to his feet slowly. I like the little head turn they had him do right there. He's like, oh, how am I alive? Wait a second. Hey, Bernkastel. The blood still dribbled from his mouth. His expression was fearless. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna taunt Bernkastel now. However, Angie didn't stand up. She kept sitting, her head lowered.
いいウォーミングアップになったぜ。
Oh my god, you fucking asshole.
始めようぜ、ベルンカステル。第2ラウンドをよ。
そんなどうしてです我が主死者が蘇れるはずなんてないありえないバトラは死んだのに
Bro's too smug to to don't do it.
どうして蘇れるのよ生きてるわよお兄ちゃん
Dialogue was a bit delayed right there.
赤き真実でバトラは死んだって宣言してるのよ
But what if he's not Battler?
なのにどうして生き返れるの世界中すべてが死んだって言ったって私だけが世界でたった一人信じるのよお兄ちゃんは生きてるそしていつかきっと
Cheaters confirmed.
私のところへ帰ってきてくれる
Well, hold on. Angie is explaining this to Bernkastel right here. Even the whole world believes someone is dead. To one person, he may still be alive.
そうだ。お前がその希望を失わない限り、ついえる奇跡なんてない。
It would be hilarious if that one person that was hit by the car that Toya found is actually Hachijo Toya. Lines of Balor's just Hachijo Toya. I mean, they have memories of Rokenjima. That's the thing that is bothering me. They have memories of Rokenjima. They have memories, and they're a big fan of the mystery genre. So it's either Balor or Beatrice that survived, and it could be Balor still alive somehow. And he's just living with Toya.
奇跡の魔女を前にしてお前が奇跡を語るな
The power of delusion. The power of Delulu.
飲み込めすりつぶせ兄弟揃って消し去ってしまえ
We have a very angry kitty right now.
消せやしないのさ。
世界全てが認めなくても
俺たちが信じる限り奇跡は起こるんだ。
They're working together. The 8 wriggling snake heads transformed into a massive whale jaw and swallowed everything.
奇跡なんて起きないお前が心を許せる者は誰も存在しない
Oh, you can even see the outline of the cat eyes.
だから死ね
Yeah, you can see her pupils.
いるわみんなが私を守ってくれる
Is the whole family about to show up? Oh shit, Blue. The cruel whale mystery that tried to swallow everything was gouged deeply by a massive wedge. This deeply pounded wedge could only be used by those who had talent and a deep love for mysteries. Beatrice!
陳腐だぜそのトリック。わらわがすでに読破し飽き果てたトリックだぜ。
The woman who stood back to back with Balor, launching stakes, was very, very clearly.
ベアト、どうして若き真実で死亡を宣言したのに。
It's not my red truth, though!
あんたの赤き真実が何だってのよ。赤き真実は絶対、それは誰が抗おうとも絶対に覆せない
Fuck your red
完全なる
truth.
真実。世界中の全てが私の家族を否定しても、それを一なる真実として突きつけても私は認めないわ。なぜなら
Angie slowly rose to her feet. Around her, the shapes of people slowly appeared, and they also rose to their feet. One after another, a whole crowd of them. They were Angie's families, her relatives. Everyone from Rokenjima. That wasn't all. The illusions. Everyone from the Glow Land, and all the illusions appeared. Following Angie's lead, they rose to their feet. Then, all of them glared at Bernkastel.
世界中が否定しても私は捨てたりしない。絶対にみんな生きてるって希望を。そして私は至ったわ。それが私の魔女としての境地よ。こいつただの未来の魔女じゃないの？過去には後悔の涙を流すことしかできない無力な魔女じゃないの？私は黄金の魔女エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。称号は黄金と無限と半言。
Nice.
至ったね、エンジェ。ええ、ありがとうお姉ちゃん。長き日々の果てに私はようやく至ったわ。
お前なら至れると信じてたぜ。
ありがとうお兄ちゃん。受け取ったわ。お兄ちゃんが最後のゲームで伝えたかったこと。消え去れゲロカスモーソン。そんなの
I'm actually tearing up, man. Oh god, I really like this ending. Holy fuck! Am I actually tearing up with this scene? We're not even in the credits yet, I'm already tearing up. Fuck!
そんなの認めるわけねえだろ。みんなは永遠に私と共にあるわ。誰が赤き真実にて何度殺そうとも私はそれを拒否する。私のもとに何度でもみんなはよみがえる。私は半言の魔女エンジェ。私の世界はお前の赤き真実では傷一つつけられない。
Ooh, I like that pose. Angie, or rather, Angie and her family and her friends, all fired off golden shrieks at once. They were the same as the marks left by Bernkastel's great snakes. However, the glow inside these was gold. Then, they wriggled, combined into one single mass, and transformed into an eagle that now had 2 wings. The 2-winged eagle. It wasn't 1 wing anymore. Thanks to Angie's absolute willpower, the golden eagle had gained the wing it needed to fly into the future. Those spread wings made Bernkastel and the whales shrink back.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返らない。
そして絶対にくじけない。
The golden eagle easily swallowed the blue whale with his wings, grinding it to bits. And it didn't let the whale's master escape either. It was now Bernkastel's turn to run. Bernkastel didn't fight the golden eagle. She couldn't. In this world of angels, where even the red truth couldn't hurt anyone, what sort of attack could affect her? She frantically ran this way and that, throwing one wedge of red truth after another at the Ushiyamiya family. Ushiyamiya Kinzo is dead. Ushiyamiya Kloss is dead. Ushiyamiya Natsui is dead. She repeated this over and over again, but no one fell down. Angie wouldn't accept it, so they couldn't pierce anyone.
こんなエンドレスナインがあるの。
It's endless 18.
赤き真実さえ通じないなんて何なのよ、黄金の真実って。赤き真実に打ち勝てる黄金の真実って一体何なのよ。信じる心よ。それは私たちの総意。
Oh, this is a bad time to do a pee.
私たちが認めて共有した真実の前に。
Okay, I'm gonna pee real
お前
quick.
の
I
赤き真実
really
など
am enjoying the
何
scene
も
right
貫け
now.
たりはしない。
Sorry, Angie. I'm really enjoying the scene right now, but I really need a pee, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's continue beating up Bernkastel.
アバよ、ベルンカステレ。
May the powers of Lulu be on our side.
これが本当のチェックメイトだ。
この私が認めない。
Yeah, but will Angie accept it?
認めない。
Silly cat. It's not up to you, though. Silly Bernkastel. And she got covered in gold. The massive golden eagle finally swallowed Bernkastel whole. It then slammed into the vast ceiling, and there was an incredible explosion accompanied by an earthquake. From the cracked ceiling, along with many falling ships, a single black cat plummeted and slammed against the floor. Erica ran up to it, repeatedly calling out to her master, hugging it. Then, she realized it was still breathing, and the simultaneous expressions of relief and shock rose to her face.
安心なさい。私の真実に傷一つ許さないように、あんたたちの真実にだって私は傷一つつけないよ。
ボロ雑巾になってるぜ。
お給くらいはサービスということにしておけ。
Take that, Bernkastel.
レアと、あんた、あんまりお兄ちゃんと慣れ慣れしくしないで。私はあんたたちの関係を認めたわけじゃないんだからね。
Damn! Damn!
愚か者め、わらわをよくも生き返らせよって。もうダメであるぞ。わらわとその愉快な眷属は生涯そなたを苛むであろうぞ。そしてわらわとバトラのイチャイチャぶりを見せつけてやるのだ。
Well, Angie, it seems like you have a new sister-in-law.
あら、意外と便利ね。暗号の魔法ってオンオフ自由自在。
Oh my god, did she just turn off Beatrice? Beato kept appearing and disappearing like a light bulb, turning on and off. Angie seemed to be enjoying herself.
バトラー、エンジがいじめるよ。
As in the reality, the one with the gold can buy the truth.
エンジェ、そのくらいで許して
Aw,
や
she
れ。
looks genuinely upset.
いいわ。お兄ちゃんが言うなら許してあげる。エンジェ、すごいよ。うりゅー。エンジェ様、反言の魔女、おめでとうございます。これで私たちずっといつまでも一緒なんですね。ええ、そうよ。みんな半魔法の毒素なんて関係ない。いつまでも永遠に私と一緒よ。
偉いぞ、エンジェ。よく言った。
Everyone surged forward, squishing Angie. They tried tossing her into the air, but dropped her onto our butts, and everyone laughed. Angie looked a bit resentful, but when her brother lent her a hand, she got up and joined the circle of smiles. Featherine, do you have a comment? A quiet applause greeted them. Featherine, their witness, had acknowledged their victory and was clapping for them. I don't know how she feels about this. Like, she literally seems like she's not on Bernkastel or Angie's side here.
見事であったぞ。
What are you about to do? Are you about to do something? Is it good or bad? I know you're going to do something though.
エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ卿、
What are you doing?
そなたにこの奇跡を祝して我が名において今日の称号を許す。そなたの紡し物語はなかなかに愉快であった。
Okay, she's getting honors.
そう身構えずともよい。私はそなたを祝福しているのだから。
Mm-hmm. Featherine smiled serenely. Then, the cat overlords broke their positions in their constellation and lined up behind her. It was clear that this was not only a peaceful action, but part of a solemn ceremony.
我が巫女は打ち破られた。
Chat disconnected. Oh wait, hold on. Uh-oh. Oh, chat disconnected. What happened? Oh no, did the stream shut down? Uh-oh. Wait, is the stream down? Hold on. It still says I'm live. Hold on. Is the live stream down? That may be a problem. No, it's still up. Interesting. Very interesting. Please let me know in the chat if the stream was down for anyone else. Weird. Was the stream down for anyone? Huh. I'm gonna ask a question real quick. Yeah, I just wrote a question into the chat because, yeah, no, like, literally on my test monitor where I run the stream to make sure that everything's working alright, it shut down for a second. That was really interesting. It shut down for a second. Interesting. I hope that was like a one-time thing and that does not become pretty frequent throughout the stream, because that would be a little bit sad because we're at the ending and my connection is like being all messed up. Oh, that would be horrible. I'm hoping that my connection stays on.
そしてその命を奪わなかったことに感謝する。
Feathery is pulling a prank on you. Oh my god, Feathery, no!
見ての通り、あれは私を退屈させぬための可愛い飼い猫。あれが死んでしまっては、私も退屈するのでな。
The true strength of this being, who referred to Bernkastel as a pet cat, had already been made clear during our fight with Land of the Delta. Even so, Angie spoke.
私はラムダデルタを殺したあなたを許さないわ。おや、反軍の魔女殿の言葉とは思えぬ。
Wait, can we resurrect Land Delta?
そなたが望めばいくらでも蘇らせられる。
Yeah, wait, hold on. You're the Witch of Resurrection. Doesn't that mean you could just revive Lambda Delta?
蘇らせられるの？
Yeah, my question too.
大丈夫だぞ。ラムダデルタ卿はそなたの力でどこかで生き返っている。安心せよ。すでに私の用意した感激石に移られている。安心せよ。手厚くもてなしている。
After you killed her?
本当に？ならよかった。
I do not trust Feathery on that one. Angie finally relaxed and let the tension leave her whole body. I don't know why I'm so distrustful of Feathery, but she seems like a troll.
さて、バトラよ。これでそなたの最後のゲームのゲームマスターはそなた一人になった。
そうだな。あんたんとこの猫はこれでリタイアだろうな。
そなたのゲームの最後の儀式を済ませるべきではないか。我が巫女は猫のように忘れっぽいが、時に猫のように執念深い。今のうちに儀式を済ませた方が良いと思うのだが。
ああ。じゃあ、お言葉に甘えてそうさせてもらうぜ。
私は立会人となり、その顛末を記すことにしよう。最後の儀式。このゲームもいよいよ終わりなのね。
Indeed. Battler nodded silently. Then he stepped out from the crowd and motioned for Angie to follow him. As Angie passed by each member of the Ushiyamiya family, they cheered her on, giving her words of encouragement. Battler took out the golden key and handed it to Angie. It now had the same glint it had possessed when he had first given it to her. The door. Then, two doors appeared out of thin air on either side of them. It's the final decision. Oh my fucking god, it's the decision. They had a stately design, making the importance of this choice clear.
ノーヒントでどちらかを選べと？
とんでもない。ヒントは出すさ。今から簡単な問題を出す。
Save? Okay, do I save right now? Okay, I'm gonna save right now. Ah, fuck. Okay. Alright. Just hit a save file, just in case. I love this OST's name is Thanks for All People. Oh, yeah. This is the OST that actually made me cry a few times in Umineko.
二択の簡単な問題だ。そして、その答えを、園児はどちらかの扉を開くことで選ぶんだ。
I think one of the first times I heard this OS play in Umineko, like this OST, I think is when Klaus was going to take the fall for something for Natsui. Or Klaus was about to, you know, take the fall for the embezzlement. I think it was taking the fall for the embezzlement so that his wife can get away without any charges and he'll take the charges. I think that's why I cried for the first time when Klaus was doing a self-sacrifice.
なるほどね。
Or, you know, when the family was figuring out that Kinzo was already dead and they lied about his death for the year, Klaus was going to take the blame. I think that was it? I don't remember fully.
ハロウィンパーティーの続きってことだわ。
Ooh, the riddle.
あのパーティー、私寝落ちしちゃったのよね。だからちゃんと締めくくることができて嬉しいわ。
Yep.
ベアト、前へ。
そなたはわらわの問題を解く前に眠ってしまったからな。
The final puzzle.
出題できて嬉しいぞ。参ったわね。相当難しそうだわ。
うりゅう大丈夫。エンジェなら大丈夫。
Thank you for the support, Sakataro.
どうかな。
And Maria. Man, this is nostalgic. I haven't seen this scene in like 8 years. I need to read the story.
覚悟せよ。難しいぞ。
Alright, I'm ready, Beatrice. I'm doing another save file. Hold on. I'm doing another save file. I know I've not made the decision yet, but I'm going to make it as close as possible to the decision or Beatrice's riddle.
落ち着け、エンジェ。簡単な問題だ。
But I think it decides the ending, I think.
一番いい選択肢を選ぶにはどうすればいいか。一番最初にお兄ちゃんが言ったことを覚えてるか？
バトラよ、ヒントが過ぎるぞ。未来の魔女、エンジェ教の凱旋である。そなたは見送るだけにとどめよ。
Thank you for your input, Rikishi07.
だな。じゃあ、ここからはベアトに譲る。頼むぜ。
うん。では行くぞ。
This is where I think I should save, right here, when she says, let us begin. Sorry that I'm save scumming before I even made a decision. However, I have a feeling that this is very important to make sure I save right before this in case I answer incorrectly. Angie gulped, and then stared up at the witch's face. The witch held out her left hand, bringing it close to Angie's face. Okay, left hand's in blue. Wait, that's not the normal blue. Hold on. What color is that? Can chat help me on the color on the word left hand? I don't think it's blue because it's not the normal shade of blue, truth, but I don't know what color this is. It's kind of like the bow on Angie's, you know, uniform. It kind of looks like that bow. Then, she slowly spread her fingers.
わらわの手のひらをよく見るがよい。
The correct choice should be obvious. It's purple. Oh, purple! Oh, that makes much more sense, actually. Purple. Okay. Chat's all saying purple.
種も仕掛けもないな。
Okay, so it's definitely purple.
何もないわ。
That also gives me an indication of what color Angie's bow is.
よーく見ておれ。こうして握る。そして人差し指を立てる。
She stretched out her index finger and held it right in front of Angie's eyes.
人差し指の先をよーく見ておれ。行くぞ。早いぞ。
Okay. The witch rapidly lifted her index finger high into the air, pointing at the heavens. Just as Angie looked up to see the finger raised high, it swung down as though trying to dodge her gaze. In that matter, up, down, left, right, then left again. Angie, feeling as though she'd lose if she couldn't keep up with the fingertip, swung her face this way and that, looking serious. The witch's hand moved faster and faster. Angie didn't lose track of it. Then, after the high pointing finger swung down all of a sudden, the index finger curled up again, and the hand was held in a simple fist.
よいか。手を開くぞ。
It's going to be a piece of candy. Kind of like with the piece of candy in Beatrice's hand with Maria. I bet it's going to be a piece of candy. The witch slowly opened her right fist. And there was a cutely wrapped candy. I knew it was going to be a piece of candy. I just knew it.
よいか。
Okay, what's the question though? How did I do this trick? Or what is this trick?
これは手品か魔法か。
Got it. The ultimate question.
それがわらわから与える問題である。
さあ、エンジェ。答えてくれ。これは手品か魔法か。
I know. I know what the answer is.
答えが魔法ならそっち。
I had no other response. I was gonna pick magic either way. I didn't even need to read the prompt again. I was just gonna pick magic.
手品ならそっちの扉を開けるんだ。
Like, I don't think I needed time to think about that one, actually. I don't think I needed time to think about this one. I was gonna pick magic either way as soon as I figured out what, you know, Beatrice was gonna ask us. As soon as he said, is this a magic or a trick, I knew to pick magic, because that was the whole point of this episode so far. The whole point was to believe in the magic of the mystery. So I had to pick magic right there. Like, there was no other option I could have had. Also, I went to the full screen of my webcam so that I could go to the restroom real quick before we see the ending. But I knew magic had to be the right answer. If I'm wrong on this, though, oh my god, I'm very shocked. But I think it had to be magic regardless. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then we're going to see if I'm right. But I know I'm right. I'm 99.9% sure I'm correct by picking magic right there. Oh my god. But we'll see once I get back from the restroom. even though it helps me wake up a little bit, drinking that Celsius right at the beginning of the stream was a mistake, and it makes me really need to pee. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, drinking that Celsius at the beginning of the stream just made me need to pee more, despite how it woke me up. But let's see if I'm right on my assumption. I had already decided upon my answer. Let's open the door.
これが
Okay.
私の答えよ。
I walked over to the door that represented the answer I had chosen. Then, I put the golden key into the keyhole and turned to face everyone.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返るな。
そうね。ごめん。
I gripped the key tightly and twisted. Then, the key and the door flashed brilliantly and slowly faded away. Beyond the door was a strangely colored space. If I step into this, I'll reach the future I chose. Before taking that single step, I spoke without turning back.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返らない。だから振り返らないけれど言うね。みんなありがとう。でもさよならじゃない。私はいつまでもみんなと一緒。
ああ、お前は振り返らない。だけど俺たちはいつだってお前のすぐ後ろにいるからな。
そんなのじゃない。私それでも信じてるから。絶対にみんなが帰ってきて全員揃うって信じてるから。
エンジ。
それでよい。エンジ、再びそなたのもとに我ら一同が揃う日が来るのを楽しみにしておるぞ。
エンジよ、我が可愛い孫よ。しばしの別れだ。ほれ、これを忘れるでないぞ。あのクイズパーティーの景品であるぞ。
Well. Aww. A gold butterfly flew over my shoulder, landed on my palm, and turned into a Beatrice doll. Aww, that's cute.
ソファーの上で目覚めた時、これが転がってたっけ？
The marketable plushie.
これって景品だったのね。
未来へ持ち帰って大切にしろい。
ありがとう、みんな。
I took a step forward, into the future. I won't say goodbye. So, see you later. We'll always be together. The wind brushed against my cheek. I slowly opened my shut eyes. We're back at the building. I must have had my eyes closed for a very long time. Even the sparkles below me seemed blindingly bright. It was a strange world, with a sea of stars beneath me. The wind was cold. However, it told me that I had returned to reality. I still remember the day and time I first saw the scene. It was December 23rd at 11 p.m. of 2017. I told my friend I finished as he and he called me right away to ask if it was magic or a trick. That friend and I then, many years later, went on to make the Ghost of Alcantara together. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I will be playing more of Ghost of Alcantara next week. Like, I already set up a time. I'm just waiting to announce it because I'm making a big announcement post for my future streams. But I will be streaming more Ghost of Alcantara next week. I was standing with one foot outstretched over that starry sea. How long have I been here? Time has probably stopped for me ever since Byrne lured me forward, when I was about to take that step off the ledge. I slowly pulled my foot back in. Then I leaned against the fence and sat down. The sky was far away. I have a friend that chose the trick ending first, just because, and I quote, Valor wants me to pick magic and I hate him. Oh man, that would have been a really good gag though if I did pull that off. If I did that, that would have been hilarious, but that's not what I truly believe. I believe that magic was the best choice for Angie right here. No, your friend's good. That was a good one. Oh man, that was good. Oh, but so was the ground. This whole time, I've been in this sad place, so far from both of those worlds. I'm sorry. Oh man. I can't go to the sky. In that case, I have to return to my world.
そしてそれはエレベーターがいいわね。スカイダイブはもうたくさん。
Oh?
さすがにもうないわよね。ここから飛び降りて無事なんて奇跡は。
Some Witch of Miracles has already guaranteed with certainty that such a miracle won't occur, after all. Then, I finally noticed them. It was the guards President Okanogi had assigned to me. They were approaching the fence with forced smiles and sweat dripping down their faces, trying not to startle me. That's right. I gave these guys a slip before jumping off, didn't I?
飛び降りると思った？
それはもう
ごめんね。私が飛び降りたらあんたたち大目玉もらっちゃうものね。おこのぎさんに。
エンジェさん、そこは危険です。とにかくこちらへお戻りください。
もうちょっとだけいさせて。大丈夫よ。変な気はもう起こさないから。あなたたち携帯は持ってる？
あります。
おこのぎさんと話したいことがあるの。電話してもらってもいい？
The guards looked at each other, then rushed to take out their cell phones. They were worried that I might get annoyed and jump off, leaving them to take the blame.
社長が出ました。どうぞ。
ありがとう。もしもし、おこのぎさん？ええ。急にごめんなさい。いいえ、素敵な話よ。ちょっと早いクリスマスプレゼント。後ろ宮グループを全部あなたにあげるわ。
Okay.
そう。その代わりお願いがいくつかあるの。
As she gazed down at the sea of stars spread out on the ground below her, Angie spoke. spoke of how she would live from now on. Ushiomiya Angie's strange and mysterious adventure ends here. But my life will continue. After all, there's already something for me to do. I am Angie Beatrice, Witch of the Mariage Sociale.
後ろ宮エンジェはさっきここから落ちて死んだわ。
She's faking her death.
ここにいる私は魔女のエンジェル。生きるわ。
Okay.
魔女として。
Huh. So Angie fakes her death. So that's why it says Angie Yoshimiya has died. It wasn't Angie herself that died, but she
これにて
chose to fake
そ
her
なたの
death.
ゲームは終了だ。
Alright. As Angie opened the door and vanished from sight, the residents of the Golden Land disappeared as well. Afterwards, only Balor could still be seen. He had now done everything he could for Angie.
扉を閉めよ。確かその扉を閉めるには作法があったな。
そうよ。
Oh, hey, Ava.
二人じゃなきゃ閉められないというルールよ。
Huh?
よー、エヴァおばさん。
So it's just Balor and Ava? No Beatrice?
だからおばさんって呼ばないで。
The two of them stood to the left and right of the door that Angie had vanished through. Okay, there's no other way. Balor has to be that fucking guy that Toya picked up on the street. He has to be that guy.
エンジェ、
Because he's with Ava, the only other survivor. He has to be that Toya.
あなたの未来に幸あれ。
It's Angie and... not Angie. It's Balor and Ava. It's gotta be those two. It's those two are the survivors. Ava survived on her own. Meanwhile, Balor, he survived on his own, but he forgot his memories, and now he's Toya. That's what I'm calling. But how did he live? Are you gonna give us the answer of how did Balor get out of that?
俺たちは必ず一緒になれるか
Are
ら
you gonna
な
give us that answer? How the hell did Balor survive? Okay, we never seen him die in the previous episodes. We never see him die. It has to be that he's still alive somehow, and he's Toya. Then, the two of them held their hands out in front of them. Maybe we won't get the answer. Maybe it's just a magic that Balor survived, or he did a trick that we won't know the answer of. It's magic that he's still here. As they did, a door popped into existence and closed. Then, the door itself faded away.
これで私たちの役目も終わりね。
ああ、これで駒の役目を終了だ。
This marks the end of the piece's purpose. Are they pieces, or is there something more to these two? It's very specific that Ava and Balor closed the door.
ご苦労であった二人とも。それではこれにてそなたらのゲーム版を片付ける。
Okay, the game board's being put away. Slowly, the world melted. At a glance, it looked as though the city of books was starting to fall apart. But that wasn't it. Balor and Ava's world was being cut off from the city of books. The world broke apart bit by bit, and the ceiling would probably fall in soon.
お別れね。バトラ君。
ああ、またな。そして必ずエンジを頼むぜ、エヴァおばさん。
最後くらいエヴァお姉さんって言ってみなさいよ。
Oh, wait, you're still here?
またな、エリカ。いつかどこかで。
Are they all gonna be back up in Kikodio or something?
私もエンジも同じ真実の魔女でした。なのに私と彼女の何が違ったのでしょう。
One accepted love while the other didn't?
なんだろうな。
私は真実に耐える魔女でした。でもその真実に背を向けました。しかし彼女は真実を知った上でなおも彼女の真実を信じる魔女でした。もし彼女の方が真実の魔女にふさわしいなら
I dropped a little of my water. Uh-oh.
私は何の魔女だったのかわかりません。
そうだな。お前は魔女じゃない。
Oh? Then what is Erica?
だってお前は探偵だろ。
ぐっと忘れてました。
またいつかどこかでな。事件あるとこ探偵ありなんだろ。
I wonder if next time Balor and Erica will work together.
後ろ宮家に再び事件があると必ず現れることを約束しましょう。
あばよ、名探偵。
さようなら我が好敵手。あなたと再び刃を交えられる日を楽しみにしています。
Those were the final words the two ever spoke to each other. One last Erica, you know, smug face. A terrible roar and a cloud of dust blew by, covering everything. And then everything vanished. Nothing remained. Balor and Ava were both gone. Balor over here denying everyone of their witch identities, but it was actually Angie that achieved victory in Popcorn. The city of books was wrapped in silence.
すべて終わったな。
Are you about to have a big nap, Featherine?
はい。
Oh.
ダイアウローラ卿。
I completely forgot that Erica was literally like, you know, the caretaker of Bernkastel, basically.
そなたは我が飼い猫を頼む。
Angie and her cheat codes.
では私も行こう。こちらの世界でも片付けねばならぬのでな。
Oh, you're not taking your nap yet. Oh, the show. She has to go to the show now. When Hachijo made her announcement, everyone fell silent, thinking they had misheard her. For too long, though, the clothes exploded with a shower of questions about what she meant by this. Is she not revealing the diary?
そんな殺生な。ここまで引っ張っといてそれはない。
八条先生、私たちはそれを見たくてはるばる集まってきたのですよ。
She's not showing it! Get fuck Osuki! Get fuck Osuki!
繰り返します。気が変わりました。後宮エヴァの日記は非公開とさせていただきます。
詐欺だ。そんなの詐欺だ。
So Ao really is a troll. Indeed she is. Indeed she is. And now, after leaving the press conference, she goes off to start writing a story about a village that is shrouded in fog.
それは本当に後宮エヴァの日記
And
なん
no,
です
I'm
か
not talking about Hinamizawa. I'm thinking about a different village shrouded in a fog. A village that is stuck in the 1960s.
あんたの捏造じゃないんですか
こんなふざけたことが許されるのかその本を公開しろ
醜きかな人の子よそなたらにもそしてこの私にもこの中身を見る資格などありはしないしかし思えばこれもなかなか愉快な催しであった死者の眠りを暴き好き勝手に噂を吹聴する人のこの面白き一面を見ることができた行くぞベル今宵の魚にはこれで十分であろう
Did she bring her cat with her? A black cat jumped onto a Hachicho's shoulder. Oh my god, she brought her cat with her. And she disappeared off to the side of the stage, the book of the single truth in her arms. Only the angry yells of the massive crowd remained. Damn. That poor conference center. That poor conference center. They're going to get so many complaints about refunds. And so, the people began to lose interest in Ushimiya Eva's diary, doubting whether it had even truly existed. Though the weekly magazines were in an uproar over the scam Hachijo Toya had pulled, some began to openly wonder if the Rokenjima mystery itself was an indiscreet desecration of the dead. I don't think a little thing like this will allow Rokenjima to rest in peace. However, it did create an atmosphere where people were slightly more hesitant to openly show interest in the Rokenjima mystery. An open cat box is eternal. Rokenjima will probably never find peace. However, even so, compared to how it was before, life will surely be easier. Because, as the years pass, the dust will slowly pile up on it, where it lies in the depths of oblivion, until a YouTuber who does true crime videos picks up the Rokenjima mystery and all the mysterious things regarding the mystery behind it. Still hit Aura, but still nice trolling. Honestly, if this happened in real life, there would definitely be a YouTube channel that's covering this mystery. They will cover this mystery and talk about that press conference in 1998. I'm calling it now. Like, if this is, like, you know, an analogy to real life, the real life variation of, you know, this mystery would later be covered by a YouTube channel that focuses on true crime. At the bottom of the deep sea, known as the depths of oblivion, the cat box of the witches will probably get slowly buried as the years pass. Feathering threw a single gold rose into that sea. Oh, did she throw the book in it? An offering to let the cat box rest in peace. With the tail of that golden rose, let us mark the ending of this long story. In the darkness, there was a massive roar, an earthquake. It would have a Netflix documentary. Hell yeah. It would definitely have a Netflix documentary. And I bet Professor Osuki would be one of the people interviewing it. Like, he's probably going to be elderly at that point, but he would definitely be an interviewee for that Netflix documentary. When it passed, dawn began to rise over the endless night. It'll be a 3-episode series, with actors reenacting as the Ushimiya family members. Famous actors. The Third Day, October 6th, 1986. How about a Rokenjima Souls-like game? What? Okay, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I have been considering making it a Souls-like game. And also, is this how Battler survived? I knew he fucking survived. I knew he is Toya. Oh my fucking god, he's definitely Toya. He is Toya. Wait, Beatrice's underground with him. They're going underground. Interesting.
初めての場所だぜ。
わらわとそなたが2代前の前世で初めて出会った場所であるぞ。
So wait, does Balor know what happened?
そういう風に言われるとロマンチックだな。
Balor and Beato could be seen in the ruins of Rokenjima's underground submarine base. The cave's mouth opened to the sea, and the gentle sound of the waves drifted in along with the cries of the seagulls. It seemed that the typhoon, which had closed off the island for 2 days, had finally gotten bored and gone away. Wait, did the island blow up already? How did he survive the explosion? Beato went down to the shore and lifted up a large sheet. Underneath it was a motorboat. Of course, it wasn't from the time of the war. It was modern.
これを船に詰め。重いぞ。
Oh my god, are they taking the gold with them?
わお、黄金のインゴットじゃねえかよ。
Underground. Oh, the explosion was above ground, and he was underground in the bunker probably, and he survived because he was underground. The explosion would not get to him. You know, I didn't think of that. Okay, I thought there was bombs in the underground too. Like, literally, like, the place to set the bomb is underground. Like, in the gold room. Like, you, turn the switch in the clock, I believe, and that turns on the bomb. I thought the bomb would also be applied to the underground as well. Like, I wasn't thinking of that. My apologies. I was not thinking of that.
全部埋もれちまったと思ってたぜ。
こんなこともあろうかと思ってな。一つくすねておいたのだ。
The single heavy gold ingot was dropped into the boat. I'm not sure how much this is worth by itself, but it must be quite a lot.
そなたはモーターボートの経験は？
あるわけないぜ。
簡単だ。
It is actually. I've driven a boat once before.
教えてやる。
It's almost easier than driving a car. She wasn't used to this, but after several mistakes, Beato finally got the engine started.
そこを出て島伝いにぐるりと回ればそのうち新島が見える。あとは砂浜にでも乗り上げればよい。
お前は来ないのか。
わらわは行けぬ。わらわは黄金鏡の主よ。ここを出ては行けぬ。
残って何になる。
行って何になる。
生きよう。
生きれぬ。わらわはもう数えきれぬほどの世界で数えきれぬほどの罪を犯した。わらわが殺した命の数が罪の数が多す
I
ぎ
need
る。
to run to the restroom again. The Celsius I drank is really hitting my bladder right now, but I'm really intrigued to see what's going on here. And I definitely know that Balor survived. Balor fucking survived, and now they're showing us what happened to him and how he became Toya. So I'll be right back to see the origin story of Hachicho Toya. Alright, I have returned. Let's see how Battler got out and how he became Hachijo Toya.
俺たちの世界では何の罪も犯しちゃいないさ。
いいや、そんなことはないぞ。行け、わらわの機嫌が良いうちにな。さもなくば再び島を嵐に閉ざしてしまうぞ。
Like you could control the weather. Battler suddenly spun around. When Beato turned around to see what was going on, her body was suddenly lifted into the air.
なら黄金鏡からの手土産にお前を持ち帰ることにするぜ。
話さぬか。危ないというのに。
ギャーギャー騒ぐな。よく聞け、ベアトリーチェ。
なんだ。
お前をさらう。
As Battler quietly gazed at her with serious eyes, Beato was lost for words.
お前に罪があるなら、それを犯させた俺にも罪がある。
Just like Kinzo, oh my god. Oh, like grandfather, like grandson.
だから、お前の十字架は俺たち二人で背負おう。
Sorry, Battler.
生涯お前の十字架を支えるから。出よ黄金鏡、俺と二人で。
Beato was now too shocked to say anything at all. Then, tears poured from her eyes, and she covered her face. Battler gently set her down on the boat. He undid the mooring ropes. Now, there was no longer anything tying this boat to the island.
行くぜ。
Controlling the boat as Beato had taught him, Battler slowly guided it out. When they passed out of the dimly lit cavern, they were immediately struck by the bright rays of the sun and surrounded by a crowd of white seagulls, Umineko. As the seagulls flew this way and that, the feathers they dropped in the water seemed to celebrate the boat's departure. The brilliant sunlight told them that they were now free of the island's curse. The sky, now freed from the seal of the typhoon, seemed too bright to be real. Feeling hot, Battler took off his jacket. It was swept away by the wind and danced through the sky. However, instead of panicking, Battler just smiled as he watched it go. Beato also watched it go. Now, she watched the island go. Rokenjima, and the golden land she had spent 1,000 years in. Oh, that's cute. I can even see the seagulls! The seagulls!
生きていけるさ。魔法の執事はいねえが、便利なものがいろいろあるさ。六軒島にはないものが何でもある。お前に世界を見せてやるぜ。
わらわは生きていけるだろうか。
Beato repeated the same words again. Battler knew what she meant. However, no matter what answer he gave, he wouldn't be able to resolve her problem now. However, there was a way to resolve it. Time. And the heart. Little by little, bit by bit. Like a chain being cut by falling drops of water, he would have to sever the curse of the island gradually, over a long period of time. It might take a long time. However, someday, she will be free. That's what I believe.
わらわはあの島で幾百の死をもてあそんだ罪深き魔女だ。そのわらわにそなたの世界は眩しすぎる。
いや、生きろ。
I answered immediately and forcefully. Hi, just in time it seems. Yes, you are, Zartant. Just in time for what?
もしお前が幾百の罪を償おうと思うなら、生きて生き抜け。生の限りを尽くして、精一杯を生きろ。
I don't like where this is heading. Because I know Balor's probably going to become Toya, but how does he become Toya?
それだけがお前の罪を償う方法だ。
It was him and Ava at the final door, and the person that is Toya had memories of Rokenjima when Ikuko, yeah, it was Ikuko? Yeah. When Ikuko mentioned the incident, he had memories. So, what is Toya about to remember? Or how did Toya become Toya?
それだけがわらわの
Well, I
罪
guess
を
Hachijo
償う
became
方法な
Hachijo.
のか。
そうだ。そして絶対に償い
Oh no,
き
it's
れる。
Toya. It's Toya, not Hachijo. Because Hachijo is the surname.
俺を信じろ。
バトラ
潤んだ目で見るなよ。照れるだろ。
これはすまぬ。ならばせめて目を閉じてはくれぬか。
目を閉じろって、なんだよ。
Are they
お
about
前
to kiss?
顔近いよ。
バカな男め。黄金鏡より魔女を連れ出した呪いを受けるがいい。だから目を閉じろというのに。わらわも恥ずかしい。
As soon as Balor shut his eyes, soft lips covered his. Then he slowly drew back. He tried to open his eyes, but just got slapped.
見るな。わらわの顔を見るなというに。
いいじゃねえかよ。減るもんじゃねえだろ。
デリカシーのないやつめ。開けるな。まだ開けるな。なんでかって？もう一度キスがしたいからだ。
The next kiss was on his earlobe.
バーがよせって。それはさすがに恥ずかしい。
He knew he'd get ahead again if he opened his eyes, so he resisted with his eyes still shut. Then, after sighing and tickling his ear, Beato spoke in her usual cheerful, bullying voice.
悪いな、バトラー。わらわは極悪非道の最悪魔女だぜ。
ああ、知ってるぜ。お前は最悪の残酷魔女だな。
だから罪など償わぬぞ。わらわは幾百の死をゲラゲラと笑い転げる、そういう魔女である。
こいつめ。でもその方がお前らしいぜ。
He accidentally opened his eyes. And when he did, the witch was nowhere to be seen. The golden witch had vanished, like a dream or an illusion. And so had the single ingot they had carried with them. No. No. Is that how he became Toya? No. No. Is that why they brought the gold ingot? No. There's no way. It's heavy. She's gone. No. This scene just breaks my heart every time. Oh. I think I know how Toya was born. No. Balor jumped straight into the ocean, and so he made it in time. He made it in time to see what happened. The witch looked up at Balor, a faint smile on her face. He couldn't hear any words, and yet he heard clearly.
言ったろバトラー。わらわは極悪な魔女だから罪など償わぬと生きてなど償わぬと。
Balor just desperately spoke back. However, his words only flowed. This is really fast.
愚かなバトラよ。せっかく島を生きて出られたのに、そなたはそれを投げ出すのか。
俺はお前を離さない。
気持ちは嬉しいぞ。だがわらわは幻想の住人。そしてそなたは人間。帰るべき世界が違うのだ。わらわは幻想へ帰る。そしてそなたも自分の世界へ帰るがいい。さよならバトラー。そしてありがとう。
逃がすかよ。お前は俺だけの黄金の魔女だ。
赤バトラー、赤バトラー。
お前が望む奈落になら俺も一緒に落ちよう。そこが虚無の世界ならばお前と一緒に消えよう。だが消える最後の瞬間までお前は俺のものだ。そして何も見えない真っ暗な世界でぽっと輝きました。それは温かい黄金の輝き。それは黄金のバラでした。
それがふわりと純白の無垢な砂が敷き詰められた世界にたどり着きます。そこには白い砂に半分埋まった小さな箱。
それは静かな海の底で安らかに眠るベアトリーチェの猫箱。その上にふわりと黄金のバラは舞い降りるのでした。
それは深い深い海の底のお話。真っ暗な真っ暗な暗闇の中にほのかに輝く黄金のバラが眠っているというとてもささやかな物語。
And that's where Beatrice probably died. She closed the cat box. 1998. A black luxury car was parked at the rear entrance of the skyscraper. Men wearing suits were packing a heavy-looking attache case into his trunk.
あとは万事任せてくれ。
Is this Anji's escape to a new life?
面倒事は全部こっちで引き受ける。
よろしくね。エヴァおばさんが一番信頼していたあなたに任せられて。
Just like Mio Takano.
おばさんもきっと喜んでると思うわ。
Out of the building came Angie and President Okonogi. Angie's expression was peaceful. It was hard to imagine that this was the same person who had always looked so dark in Okanogi's eyes.
晩年の会長は少々病んでいた。
I'm at least happy that Angie is getting a somewhat happier ending, but God. Even though Balor may be Toya now, Balor died in that ocean.
エンジェちゃんに相当きつい言葉もかけたろうが。あれは本意じゃなかったはずなんだ。
わかるわ。私だって虫の居所の悪い日には言わなくていいことまで言っちゃうもの。
変わったな。
そう？
俺はエンジェちゃんは生涯会長を許さないって思ってたぜ。
教えてくれたでしょ、おこのぎさんが。
俺が？なんか言ったっけ？
愛がなければ真実は見えない。
I knew they were gonna say that line one final time.
そんなキザなこと言ったっけ？
Imagine if Okanogi and Higurashi said that.
長い旅をしたわ。おこのぎさんのあの日の言葉を理解するためだけに本当に長い旅をしたわ。
Of course, Okanogi understood. He understood that, in her heart, this had been a long and profound journey.
新居と口座を決めたら連絡してくれ。
We are Umineko, and we are still crying.
何も不自由はさせねえからな。
スマデラ家は問題ない？
全部任せてくれ。
Okanogi can take care of the Sumadera family over breakfast.
こっちにはエンジェちゃんの委任状って錦の御旗がある。
And yep, the seagulls won't stop crying.
おかげで後ろ宮グループは一枚岩だ。エンジェちゃんのおかげで会長の作った会社が守られた。会長もエンジェちゃんの決断を喜んでるはずだぜ。
めんどくさいことを全部押し付けたかっただけよ。
When the great president Ushiyamiya Eva passed away, the Ushiyamiya group was shaken. There was no clear successor, so the group had been in danger of splitting. After that, everyone had been waiting to hear what Angie would say, since she had inherited a large portion of the group's stock. However, Angie had shown no interest in any of this, and had gone around talking about things like selling all their assets and donating everything to some charity, which had shaken the group even further. There had been a chance that an outsider, such as the Sumadera family, would interfere and destroy the Ushimiya group. Okanogi, without law, it cannot be seen. Oh no, Ukanogi. As disturbing as it may seem, some had wished for the source of all this trouble, Angie, to disappear. However, Angie had undergone a change of heart, deciding to do what was best for the Ushimiya group that Eva had built up. And the worst case scenario had been avoided. Okanogi had been named as Angie's legal guardian. By simply giving him her trust, Angie now had in him the most reliable ally possible. Okanogi himself had certain plans he could carry out based on the knowledge that Angie trusted him. Okanogi, who had carried great responsibility in the Ushiyamiya group thanks to the position as Eva's closest confidant, was the most natural choice to be Eva's successor for the top post. And thanks in part to his ability, everything had now been wrapped up smoothly. Always mess up his name. My apologies. This way, the Ushimiya group was secure. The Ushimiya group had been the only thing still tied to the Ushimiya name. Things still tied to the Ushimiya name other than Angie herself. so she might have thought of it as her final link to her family.
いつでも帰ってきていいんだぜ。エンジェちゃんの椅子は用意してあるんだからな。
ありがとう。帰る場所があるってだけで安心して旅立てるわ。
Man,
これからは何をして過ごすんだ？
Okanogi is strangely, chill in this depiction of him. Maybe with age, he got a bit more mature.
作家になるわ。
作家？小説の？
He's generally surprised.
何でもいいの。小説でも絵本でも。私に絵心があるなら漫画でも。とにかく何でもいいの。誰かに心を伝えられるなら。
I wonder if she's going to depict Maria's world.
そりゃ高尚な仕事だな。成功することを祈ってるぜ。
ありがとう。もし本が出せたら送るわ。
楽しみにしてるぜ。
The car's trunk was closed with a clunk. Apparently, all of her luggage had been loaded.
そうだ、運転手を紹介しておこう。
No, don't.
俺の子飼いの男だ。
No.
信用できるし、
No.
何でも頼れるぞ。
No.
会長のところで長年護衛をしていたから、エンジェちゃんも面識があるかもな。
No.
天草だけはごめんよ。
The man walking out of the driver's seat sneezed.
そりゃねえですぜ、お嬢。
天草、おめえ何やらかしたんだ？
He played Mzaki.
おばさんの護衛の中で一番軽薄そうだったからね。こいつだけはごめんよって思ったの。
でも一番仲良くしてたろ？
まあ、おしゃべりだけは面白かったかも。
No, we're gonna listen to Mzaki as we drive away.
ボスからエンジェさんとの連絡役を仰せつかりました。何か面倒事がありましたらいつでもご連絡を。
トイレットペーパー買ってきてとか言ってもいいの？
ついでに生理用品も買ってきますぜ。
ね。最悪の男でしょ？
Yep, gotta fire Amakusa. Okanogi guffawed. I got into the back seat.
じゃあ元気でな。
Post Higurashi Okanogi really changed his way of speaking. Yeah.
エンジェちゃん。
I mean, he's no longer a grunt for Takano, so he probably improved himself and his image.
その名で呼ばれるのもこれで最後ね。
新しい名前が決まったら教えてくれ。
Okanogi patted the roof of the car. At that signal, Amakusa honked the horn and removed the handbrake.
新しい名前が決まるまではお嬢でいいですかい？
当面はそれでいいわ。
さて、どこへ行きますかい？北へ？南へ？
おすすめはある？
本州を出るのはどうですかい？北海道なんておすすめですぜ。広い草原、でっかい雲。ログハウスで執筆する小説家なんて最高
Alright,
です
let's
ぜ。
go south now to go completely opposite of what you recommend.
じゃあ南にするわ。
I knew she was gonna do that! Oh, wrong button.
あんたが言ったのと逆の方にするって決めてた。
いや、そりゃひでえや。
暖かい地方がいい。海が見える街がいいわ。
Are you really gonna go to the city across from Rokonjima? Angie closed her eyes. Things have been pretty crazy lately, and she was tired.
了解です。お嬢が次に目を覚ます時にはもう見知らぬ異境ですぜ。ですがそこは海の見える暖かい街です。
期待してるわ。あんたのチョイス。
What if he just drives and they just end up in another country entirely? The car got onto the freeway. It was surrounded by the great river of cars heading east and west. By now, no one could tell which of those points was the car she rode in. Starting today, Oshiamiya Angie would change her name and live in a new climate. Changing her name didn't mean that she had given up on being Angie. This was Angie's. No. Angie Beatrice's mission.
私はエンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。黄金と無限と反言の魔女。マリアージュ・ソルシエールの魔女。1998年の未来に生き残る最後の魔女。
Good morning, lady. We have arrived at Morocco. That would be hilarious. Umineko no naku頃に, Nocturnal Truth and Illusions. Angie just moves to Morocco. Addition of new features. The Golden Witch has prepared a gift for you in commemoration of your stay. You can find these new features in the title screen. Alright. We got some after credits. Alright. Let's see the title screen. What is going to be before us? Rokonjima. Do we have an additional tea party? We do. Do we have the question marks? We probably do. Yep. All right. I'm going to be saving the tea party and the question marks for the next time, since I'm basically feeling like I'm going to run out of time to cover both of them today on today's stream, so I'm going to save them for one final stream. We're going to have one final stream after this one, but this was the last chapter of the main game of Umineko. All we have is additional features, and I am so happy that at least Angie got a happy ending. It's melancholic for everyone else, especially for Battler. God. As soon as Beatrice was gone, because I had a feeling that she was going to disappear, but as soon as she was gone with the golden bar, I knew it was going to be I knew it was going to be very sad. I knew it was not going to be a happy ending for Battler, especially since, well, we see him presumably as Toya. Yeah, I know. I do want to, make sure that I have enough time to cover both of them. Sorry, Zartant. I mean, I'm going to save us for one more stream with these final scenes, because I do have to go in like 45 minutes. I don't want to cut anything short. You could also see the trick ending. It is short. I might save the trick ending for next time after I do the question mark area as well as the tea party, because I want to do those first before I do the trick ending. I kind of want to see those just as, like, a special treat for after all that. Like, after everything, it will be a little treat to see the alternative ending. But, yeah, I'm going to save all that for the next video because I don't know how much time I'll need for all those. It may be short, but I do need to go in 45 minutes, so I don't want to cut anything, like, too close to the end. But, yeah, for my final thoughts for the main story is... God. That last scene was so tragic. Like, I knew it was not going to have a happy ending. I just knew it was not going to be happy, especially for Battler. But see it happen in real time. God, I knew it was going to be heartbreaking. Whew. But, yeah, for the main story of Umineko, it may come to a close, but it's a story that, you know, will always be remembered, and there will always be new, you know, interpretations of the story that could be coming about. However, the only true interpretation can be within Angie, because she is the one who will live on as the Witch of Resurrection. The fact that Balor jumped. Yep. Balor was planning on dying that day as well in the ocean. Even though the vessel that Balor once obtained is still alive as Toya, Balor died in that sea that day. That's one thing I'm going to say in my head. That was the end of Balor right there. Like, Balor is no more. It may be just Toya now. But yeah, Balor died in that sea with Beatrice. But yeah, thank you all for watching this stream. I will be announcing next week's Umineko stream very soon. It's probably going to be on Friday morning next week, but I'm going to still double check on a few things. But it's likely going to be Friday morning. He was so scared of falling off that boat in episode 1. The first thing that he was scared of was one of the last things he did. He died by falling off a boat. Whew. But yes, thank you all for watching the stream, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, or the rest of your evening, or the rest of your night, or the rest of your morning. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great, whatever time of day it is. Thank you all for watching.